About the penalty kill on Saturday night. Obviously, you were out there in a big part of it. Was that one of the toughest ones you've ever had to endure?
Yeah, I mean, it was up there. It was weird. I mean, I don't know if I'd broken a stick that early on a 4-on-3 situation before, but we were able to gut it out. Jake pulls that one off the goal line, and as the kill kind of went on, you figured hopefully we'd be able to squeeze it out, and to go get the goal right after, it's pretty, I'm sure, exciting time for everyone in the building.
How much gas was left in the tank here for you on that one?
I was pretty tired, to say the least, but everyone's kind of got a job to play and a role to play, and my role is to come up, big in those moments and be ready and make sure that I'm ready to go. So I think all the guys on the ice were pretty gassed at that point, but it's the way it goes.
When you lose your stick or break a stick at that moment, what kind of, panic or what goes through your mind?
Well, you realize that, you're not going to grab one from somebody else because the other two guys need theirs, right? So I guess just try to shrink the zone as much as you can, and if you got to eat a couple shots, then so be it. But, the other two guys did such a good job that I didn't really get, put in a tough spot without a stick, quite frankly. So Fords made a couple 10-bell saves, and was able to get, Cat's stick when he got off or out of the box, and we go down to score one. So it was a crazy turn of events and change of events at the end there.
How is that moment, or maybe not that moment, but the win in that game changed the feeling in this locker room?
Well, we're trying to make up some ground. Let's not kid ourselves. We feel like we've started to find our game here in the last little bit. It's a contagious feeling when you win. It's a fun feeling, and you want to keep riding that a little bit. So we know that it's been a good couple games for us, but we have to reset and refocus for a big one tomorrow night, and just kind of keep moving forward. So I guess maybe a boring answer for you, but I think that's kind of the way that we kind of have to approach it.
No secret that you guys are a better team with Zub in the lineup. I'm just wondering how you guys go about still getting some results here the next little while with him.
Zuby's a really important player for our team. Plays a lot of critical minutes against some of the best players in the league. So you don't want to see those guys come out. But unfortunately, the nature of the game is that it's going to happen to every team, and most players at some point throughout the season, and guys have to step up. And I think we've seen that. We've had young players come up and step up and do really well, and a couple of them get hurt too. So it's unfortunately next man up situation for our group. You're not going to replace a guy like that, but everyone kind of has to pull on the rope a little bit harder.
So it hasn't been an ideal start, I'm sure, for Nikita Zaitsev to his season, and the moment after the game with Talbot recognizing him as his player of the game, what was that for the group? What was that whole like?
Yeah, he's come up and came back, and he's played extremely well. I mean, he's a pro. He's a great teammate, really good player, plays a lot of hard minutes and does a lot of small things that I don't think a lot of people realize. And he's an important player for our group. So he's got a very strong voice in our locker room, and you can see how excited everybody was for Z in that moment, and well-deserved.
Bit of a different angle, but there's only a handful of Indigenous players in the NHL right now, and since Fred Sasakamu was broken. And what does it mean to you? Tomorrow's Indigenous Appreciation Night here. What does it mean to you to represent part of that community?
I'm extremely proud of my heritage, my background, my faith. There's a lot of things I'm very proud to be, and being Métis is something I hold as an important piece of who I am and where I come from, and if I can be seen as a role model in that sense, that's good.